催不垮生命禅院的奥秘解析 An analysis of the mystery of the unbreakable Lifechanyuan. Xiefeng. February 4th, 2021. Translated by Qin Yu and edited by Kayer. Lifechanyuan officially appeared on history's stage in 2003 after gestating for a long time before its appearance. From the day of its birth, it suffered countless setbacks. During its early period, it was discovered by an American astrologer who conducted an unexpected daily detailed guidance to me on everything. Then one day, 3 of her American partners from the United States, Britain, and Germany wanted to instruct me further and asked me to wear some kind of talisman, which I resisted completely because I did not wish to be controlled. Then an international scam group called me father in the name of the greatest creator and cheated me out of much of the wealth that I had accumulated over the years. The starting point of Lifechanyuan was the Chinese Soul website, but just as we began showing signs of prosperity on from it, we were shut down for no apparent reason and were pushed to the freezing point. Fortunately, Xiaoxi appeared and began to launch Lifechanyuan continuously on Buoyuan. For a time, the people there decried that Buoyuan had become a missionary website for the promotion of Lifechanyuan. In a short time, Falun Gong practitioners, Buddhists, and Christians joined the attacks on us. At the same time, Xiaoxi, Sidong, and a former Chanyuan celestial who initially supported and spread Lifechanyuan turned on us and attacked us, and me in particular, especially Xiaoxi, who wrote dozens of articles exposing and refuting our theory. Sidong and that former Chanyuan celestial were even more sarcastic and ridiculed us more than ever. Later, the ideological and public opinion circles of the Chinese government issued a warning. Foreign pro-democracy activists blocked Lifechanyuan, while the people of insight from the secular world never stop attacking and suppressing us. Just as we were gradually becoming depressed, Lingji Celestial appeared to launch Lifechanyuan's own website, but before I recovered from my happiness, Lingji quit. At the same time, there was endless scolding and condemnation against me across the web. The worst thing to read was my being called a quack, a big demon, and deceptive for money and sex. The most difficult period of time was during the attacks from dozens of masters on us on qiudaowang.com. At that time, I fought with them bitterly every day, especially against their attacks on me from some of the former Chanyuan celestials. In order to counter them, I used harsh words without careful diction, so I ended up with the nickname, the Shrew. We originally wanted to build Lifechanyuan's headquarters in Harare, Zimbabwe, so we operated several businesses to earn money, but a series of unexpected incidents got in our way. Firstly, our rail freight was unloaded halfway, and the containers with our goods in it were left unmoved for several months. Then several banks inexplicably refused to allow us to open accounts with them. And then part of our marketing space was occupied by a local lawyer, so we had to spend half a year in litigation, which can be described as rough and bumpy. In 2009, I returned to China and created the second home, the predecessor of the new oasis for life. After more than 3 years, I had built the first branch in Anning, the third branch in Chuxiong, and the fourth branch in Linsong. The second branch was to have been built in North America. 3 picturesque paradises were built, and more than 10 million RMB yuan were invested in them. But the government did not understand us and drove us out of Yunnan province. Being homeless, some of our Chanyuan celestials went to Nanjing and others went to Xinjiang. 3 homes, Nanjing, Gazerer, and Katayer, were built in Nanhua province, and Kinjima was built in Xinjiang province. In total, 4 homes were built successively. When everything was basically completed and we were ready to start normal lives, we were expelled from all 4 of them by the government. Helpless again, we looked for a place to build our next homes. Finally, we secretly built secluded villa, Sesame Slope, farm hotel, and old forest in the mountains for homes in Lijiang, Yunnan province. In less than a year, we were discovered by the government and were driven out of Yunnan again. By then, all of our money had been exhausted and we were tired. What should we have done? Those of us with families returned to live with them. Young people and middle-aged people all went out to work in cities, and the children and elderly members who had no homes to return to had to find places to live collectively and rely on migrant workers to send some money. In the end, the local schools did not allow our children to attend, so they had to return to their places of origin and study at schools there. It is very strange that at first, various local government departments and public security personnel came to check and investigate us hundreds of times and always felt that we were doing a good job. But in the end, they drove us away. I asked the relevant government personnel to give me reasons for why they did that, but they had none. Even today, we still do not know why we had to be driven away. So I believe the government simply misunderstood us. In fact, all public security personnel who had been to our homes and had spoken with me, from police directors to police officers, supported us from the bottoms of their hearts, but they all showed helpless expressions. I also told them that I understood them and that they had to what they had to do. From the central level, President Xi said that the people's yearning for a better life is our goal. At the same time, I once had a dream of President Xi telling me that he wanted to go to the cafeteria to get some food for us, but instead of getting that meal, our rice bowls were smashed. In addition, the supreme purpose of the Communist Party of China is to realize communism. And our home is a 100% communist model. So why would the government of the CPC want to eliminate us? This is very contradictory. Has Lifechanyuan been destroyed? No. Not only has it not been destroyed, but everyone has become more confident than ever. Why can we not be destroyed? There are two factors, an invisible one and explicit one. The invisible factor is that we are not the result of my passing fancy. We represent an inevitable trend in the evolution of human civilization. It is an arrangement and operation of Tao and the will of the ancestor of Buddha, the greatest creator and God. From Lifechanyuan, one can discover and find their teachings and expectations from throughout human history, as well as the long-cherished desire of the working people. This invisible factor is indestructible by any force. The explicit factor is that our production and life mode constructed by us not only does no harm to people, society, government, or nature, but on the contrary, it benefits all of them. The personal experience of the nearly 200 Chanyuan celestials who have lived in the new oasis for life is that they all like this life mode and want to spend their entire lives here. We are, especially to the elderly and children, simply paradise. The theory of Lifechanyuan is a set of harmonious systems. Our 800 Chanyuan values are irrefutable, and our production and life modes show the most advanced form of human life. Even if the bodies of all the Chanyuan celestials were to be destroyed now, the Chanyuan texts, pictures, videos, and messages left in the hearts of millions of people would still remain forever, that I end the process of human civilization in the future, no matter how intelligent people appear, to realize the most beautiful social formation of mankind. People will still have to absorb nourishment from Lifechanyuan obediently, and finally have to honestly copy the new oasis for life mode. Whoever thinks that they can exceed our Lifechanyuan theory and new oasis for life mode is simply wrong. The government will eventually understand and support Lifechanyuan and the new oasis for life mode. The working people will yearn for it after they understand what we have. Even capitalists, celebrities, experts, and scholars will admire us and want to enjoy the wonderful life of the new oasis for life. Not only can Lifechanyuan not be destroyed, but it will be recognized widely in the near future, and the new oasis for life production and life mode will be promoted globally.